Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast with your host, Mike Campion. If you are passionate about the cleaning industry, you are in the right place. Love what you hear? Spread the word and tell the cleaning world this is the place to be. Want more? Check out www.growmycleaningcompany.com for free online video trainings, free ebook downloads, free blog posts, and of course, all the podcast episodes. Everything you need to grow your cleaning company is at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast, the place for everything you need to grow your cleaning company. If you are committed to growing your company, go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Get all of my best stuff for owners who want more out of their cleaning business and more out of their life. Today, we are chatting with Tory Crutcher from Crutcher Group. Crutcher Group serves the Nashville, Tennessee area. If you want to reach out to Tory, you can get a hold of him at 615-485-7786. Tory, say hello to Cleaning Nation.
Hello, how you all doing?
Fantastic, man. So glad to have you on the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your the business that you've got now, how you got into it, and all that other good stuff?
Well, I've been in business right now going on about 16 years, and I was actually raised in it with my grandfather. I had to go to work with him when he left his first job, so I was just sitting around watching him, and it became a habit.
Okay, so 16 years ago, you got in, and where are you at now? How many employees? Who do you serve? Are you commercial, residential? Give us a little background.
We do 95% commercial. We do a little residential, but majority of our clients are commercial, and it's word of mouth, of course. And we've got about anywhere from 14 to 15 people at a time working for us. So we're very still small, but still productive.
Okay. Cool. And what kind of, what's your favorite thing, before we get into the coaching part, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about the cleaning business?
My favorite thing is I like doing it. And I guess my least favorite is I can't please everyone that I do it for.
That is, no truer words have ever been spoken, my friend. Okay. So that said, 16 years in, you've got 15 employees, give or take. What can I help you with today? What's one specific thing do you need some coaching on?
I'm looking to target a different client or different client base to help broaden my horizon. I need to get out and get a bigger network of clients, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So who are your clients now? I know they're mostly commercial, but what types of customers do you have?
We do banks, churches, doctors' offices, things of that nature. So I'm looking for more or less of big companies that's grounded, that's not going anywhere, maybe like a Bridgestone type of company or a Titans Arena type of company, somebody that is going to be grounded for life for a certain.
Okay, so you're looking for stable accounts that with low turnover?
Exactly right. Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. And so the first part of, for you and for Cleaning Nation, the first thing I always like to dive into when we talk about getting more clients is really understanding exactly who you want to get and what quote unquote more clients looks like. So let's talk a little bit about that. Specifically, what kind of business are you looking for? 3 times a week, 5 times a week, once a week, 2-person teams, 10-person teams? Give me a little more idea of exactly, because before you start trying to attract them, you want to know exactly who they are. So we know that you want them to be stable. What else?
I'm looking for 5-week accounts, more or less maybe a building in the $4,000 to $5,000 square foot range per night, which is a nice size. And usually we try to have to take a team of 3 to 4 people to clean it on a nightly basis.
Okay, you said 5 times a week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so we want 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, 3 to 4 people, 5 times a week. And are you looking for any type of business, like you said that any sort of like medical offices or bowling alleys or restaurants or health care facilities or medical gyms? There's a lot of. Is there any specific type banks, any specific type of market you would like to focus on?
Actually not. I'm just open for new business and just trying to aim to please whoever I can to move forward.
Okay. Well, generally, I would talk about, and we've done this in other episodes, so I don't want to get too deep into this, but I'll just give it to you and as a reminder to Cleaning Nation. Generally, I'm always going to recommend a niche because the key to attracting clients is making sure that your messaging is correct, right? You're not just saying cleaning, you're talking very specifically to the exact person that you want to attract. And a banker is going to have different needs and passions and pains than a restaurant owner, and they're going to have a different needs and passions and pain than a lawyer's office, who's going to have a different than a childcare facility, and I could go on and on and on. So the key is you want to make sure your message is right. What's that, Troy? Tori?
I said, yeah, correct. You're correct on that. Yes.
Okay. So I won't beat that drum too hard because we talk about it a lot on the show. So I would definitely encourage you to find a more specific niche. But right now, we'll just talk about 4,000 to 5,000 square foot, 5 times a week companies. The first thing that you're going to want to do is, and I'm assuming you want within certain range of your office.
We'll do about 15 to 20 miles out on a nightly.
Okay. So let's call it 20 miles from office. So the good thing is that is a knowable fact. I would say the first place I would start is get a good list broker. And I think we had Craig Simpson on here on our podcast. I'm not sure, but you want to find the names of every business that's between 4,000 and 5,000 square foot that's within 20 miles of your office. That's where I'd start because that's a finite number, right? It's not like there's a million and it's not like there's only 3. There's probably thousands of businesses within 20 miles of your office that fit that criteria, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find a list of those people so you know exactly who they are. The information that you're going to, and you can build a list too. If you can't find it or buy it, you can pay someone on like Fiverr, Fiverr.com, Upwork. You can pay someone even from overseas cheap, $5-10 an hour to start building that list for you. And the information you want is the name of the owner or the decision maker, depending on what kind of a facility it is. You want their name, their email address, their phone number, and their physical address. The reason you want that is now you've got all of your kind of weapons and their phone. I think I said phone number. You've got all the weapons available to you, right? If you have all that information, you can send them direct mail pieces explaining what you do and who you are. You can call them on the phone. You can email them. You got to be a little careful because that's a cold email, right? You don't want to spam people, and there's some rules that you need to follow to make sure you're not spamming, but you can still cold email people. So you kind of at that point you could go on Facebook and try and target them with ads. So I think step 1 is to get that list of all the businesses with that fit your criteria, at least 4,000 square feet, maybe no more than 10,000 square feet, whatever the case may be, that are 20 miles from your office. Get that list and then kind of break it down and see if there's a niche within that list that you want to serve. If you notice, man, there's a lot of banks in here, a lot of medical facilities, a lot of you fill in the blank that you want to do, I would probably start with them. So say that list, and again, I don't know your area, but say that list is 8,000 businesses. And in that 8,000 businesses, you're like, wow, 1,500 of these are restaurants or medical facilities or lawyers' offices or whatever you want to follow. I would really put all of my efforts onto those 1,500 people once you find a niche. And that way you can spend more money or more time per contact, right? If you've got a list of 10,000 people, just to spend a minute a month on those people would cost you 10,000 minutes a month, which that's I don't know what the hours are, but that's probably a full-time job right there. Or if you just wanted to spend $1 per person per month, that's $10,000 a month, which you probably don't have to invest. So if you've got a list of 1,000 people or 1,200 people, now you can spend more time and money per person and really get your message out. Are you tracking with me so far?
Right.
Any questions so far, Tory? I know I'm going fast.
No, sir. I'm writing as you speak. No, sir. I'm right behind you.
Okay, cool. And the good thing is this is a podcast, so you can listen to it anytime. If I go fast, you can always listen to it on iTunes and get it again. So once you've got your list, I would really, and you've kind of picked out your, I'd like to keep it to my, maybe, and my biggest fan is when you get to your dream 100. So if you think about it, if you get the right, I don't know what kind of revenue you do, but say your average customer is, I don't know, $1,500 a month. Is that would that be a good customer for you? Tory?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, would a $1,500 a month customer be a good customer for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, okay. Definitely. Definitely a good start.
Okay, so that's $18,000 a year. If you just got 10 of those, that's growing your company $180,000 a year. Does that make sense math-wise?
Right, yes.
Okay. So I even like starting with my Dream 100. So if you say, well, gosh, I really want to do medical facilities or banks or, whatever you love because they're just real profitable or I get them. If you even just have your Dream 100 that are all within 5,000 square feet, they all want five times a week. They're all within 20 miles of your office. They all fit this one little criteria. Man, if you only have 100 of them and you just get one a month, that's still you've only got 100 people to focus on. You get one a month. That's $180,000 a year in business you've just increased. If average one of those is $1,500 a month, that's not bad. So I would try and niche it down as tight as possible instead of just saying I'm going to talk to anybody and help them any way I can. Really niche it down and see if you can even find your Dream 100 and just find your 100 people that you're gonna like. If I could just get 10 of these customers this year, that's not even one a month. It would revolutionize my business, and then spend all of my time and effort and money on those 100 people. So those 100 people can get a lot of attention as opposed to 1,000 people getting not very much attention or 10,000 people getting virtually no attention. Does that all make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Okay. And the last kind of added benefit to that is you can really customize your messaging to those 100 people, right? Because if they're all owners of car dealerships, you can kind of give them messaging to things that are going to be important to owners of car dealers. If they're all property managers, then you can really get messages specific to property managers. And you can do fun stuff like lunch and learns, where you invite all 100 to a lunch and maybe 15 or 20 show up and you just spend an hour talking with them and buying them lunch, stuff like that. You can do events at your office. You can do, you can send them packages in the mail. Instead of just a postcard, which is all you might be able to afford for 4,000 or 5,000 people, you could spend them a really nice package that costs $20 because there's only 100 of them. So that would be my focus. Is I would really find out who you want, get your Dream 100, and then go all out helping those people, communicating with those people and getting them all to know you, and just see if you can pick up one a month. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. That's a good lead for me. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Any other questions or follow up? Anything else I can coach you on before we move on to the lightning round?
No. Everything is pretty much on task.
All right, Tory. Cool. Let's hit the lightning round. I'm going to give you the opportunity to give back to Cleaning Nation. I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions. You're going to give me 3 great responses. Question 1, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Not to buy a franchise.
Okay, that'll save you $50,000 right off the bat. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made in the cleaning business that we can all learn from?
Hiring my family.
Okay, so don't hiring your family. I hope they're not listening, but that is definitely something we can learn from. Thank you. Last question. What's one idea owners of cleaning companies, Cleaning Nation, can put into practice today that'll improve their lives or their business?
Well, I would sell the customer clean and not a dream.
Okay, what's that mean?
That means don't go in and say, hey, I'm going to promise you this, and that. And instead go in and say, hey, I'm going to clean your building for X amount of dollars and I'm going to do a great job. Instead of going in and say, well, I'm going to do this, and that. And you can't complete the task because for one, the money's not there that they're offering you. And for 2, the manpower you definitely got to have.
Hard to argue with being honest. That's great feedback, Tory. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Tory. Thank you for sharing your passion and your desire to grow. I appreciate you. Cleaning Nation appreciates you. If you want to check out Tory's show notes page and discover everything you need to grow your cleaning company, go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Leave your questions, your comments, your rude remarks. I will see you there.
Congratulations! You are now 16% smarter. Still can't get enough cleaning goodness? Go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com for more of the good stuff. Ever want to be rich and famous? Owners of cleaning companies as well as industry experts can apply to be featured on the show by emailing our producer Natalie at support@growmycleaningcompany.com. Until then, don't miss out on all the latest cleaning industry lovin' at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Check it out now.